Hey guys, this was just confirmed. Or this is actually like real legit. This isn't just smoke anymore. Or this isn't just hearsay. Ryan Day is officially on the hot seat at Ohio State. This game on Saturday has really turned into a must-win game, man. I got to give credit to even like friends in my life and even people that I do the show called Rover Sports with. They said that Ryan Day could seriously, because he can't beat Michigan, he could seriously be fired. And I always said that I don't think that that's realistic. And the reason I said it's not realistic is because Ryan Day, he recruits all this talent like Marvin Harrison, CJ Stroud, Justin Fields, Marshawn Lattimore. Ryan Day has recruited the best of the best. And Ryan Day was able to beat Clemson. He did win a Big Ten championship, and he played for a national championship. And Ryan Day against Georgia, too, was a kick away from beating Georgia and then being favored to beat TCU and go win the whole thing. So Ryan Day literally was a drive away with C.J. Stroud, and if Marvin Harrison didn't get injured, instead Sid Bennett didn't have that huge comeback, Ohio State had a great opportunity there to win a national championship, and they would have probably beat TCU. That isn't a huge stretch. So really, Ohio State, they've also owned Penn State. So if you're going to get rid of Ryan Day, the thing about him, the reason why I wouldn't do it, is because Ryan Day hired Brian Hartline. Ryan Day has also hired Jim Knowles. He's had really good offensive coordinators, like Corey Dennis is a really good quarterback coach. So you can have great resources, just like Jimbo Fisher had great resources, just like Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma and USC. Lincoln has awesome resources, and he's doing terrible. Brian Kelly has had money to spend, and he's not getting it done. Brent Venables has had money to spend, is not getting it done. So just because you have money to spend, just because you're at an awesome program, it doesn't mean that you're going to win 10 or 11 games a year, which is what Ryan Day has done. I'm going to read you his statistics. Also, Ryan Day, for him to build the program, part of being a head coach is actually getting these guys with deep pockets to actually spend money on your product. It requires Ryan Day to actually recruit Caleb Downs and to recruit, this talent and to keep the guys coming back another year, so he's motivated them to do that. Now, with all this talent, of course, they went out there and they lost to Oregon. They've lost to Michigan 4 straight years. Their offense with Kyle McCord and also Will Howard at quarterback, it hasn't been as great as it's been with C.J. Stroud. And it was a massive failure losing to Michigan. The Nebraska game was a massive failure. They almost lost to Nebraska. Very easily could have lost. So it hasn't been perfect for Ryan Day, but I still think that he's a very, very good football coach. And I'd be surprised if Mike Vrabel or Lane Kiffin came in there and did even better. I think that they're going to be more inconsistent. Now, maybe they will win a national championship, or maybe they will beat Michigan. But I think that Ryan Day is still a really, really good coach. And I think that Ryan Day, within a year or so, is going to be snatched up relatively quickly. So, yes, the statement does hold that Ryan Day, with all the talent, he is not overachieving with that talent. Going 10-2 and losing to Tennessee and not playing in the Big Ten championship and not beating Michigan, it is this year a failure. But I would point to the other years. I would point to last year going 11-1 and beating Penn State as a success. I would even go back to the year with C.J. Stroud playing Georgia that tough is a success. Winning the Rose Bowl against Utah, like that is really good. That's still like really doing well. Like winning a Rose Bowl, people scoff at winning the Rose Bowl. So again, like I wouldn't move on Ryan Day. Like if I was a new AD there, I wouldn't. And Mike Vrabel, like, are you going to get the offense of Ryan Day with Mike Vrabel? Mike Vrabel, I know that he had Tannehill and Marcus Mariota at quarterback, but he's never really coached college offensive football. So you're still taking a massive, massive risk. Defensively, I think that Ohio State can be really nasty with Ryan Day. And also I think that Lane Kiffin is a name because Lane wants to, continue to move up, and Lane does have good offenses. But at the same time, I mean, Lane this year with Ole Miss, he also lost a very winnable game to Kentucky. LSU was on the ropes, and they did not finish that job. So it's just as interesting, like what's going to happen with Ryan Day? What's going to happen with Ohio State University if they don't win Saturday? So it's really true. He really is on the hot seat. Like it isn't just a rumor anymore. And that could create dominoes. If they don't hire Vrabel, they could go out and try to recruit Marcus Freeman to come back to Ohio State. They could go after any coach in the country. So, wow. Is Marcus Freeman really going to go back to Ohio State? Maybe that is what the AD is planning on doing, Ross Bjork. So I know that he tried to hire Mark Stoops as well. So all of this is wild new news. I don't think he's done a poor job at Ohio State. Maybe for all parties involved, the more you think about it, maybe he's been there a while and he's kind of worn out his welcome. So maybe it's like John Calipari in Kentucky. But I still thought that there was, juice to squeeze there with this Ryan Day era at Ohio State. And I don't know if the NIL, I don't know if it's going to be as powerful as it is right now.